Okay, guys, you are very welcome to our part number 2 of chapter number 1, which is understanding strategy. I mean, understanding business strategy in general. It's me, Associate Professor Mashtakur, and it's nice to have you again with me in this uh, part number 2. So we carry on talking about what the meaning of business strategy, what the meaning of, let's say, schools of strategy, what comes to your mind when I say strategic management, what the meaning of vision, mission, objective, etc. So it's interesting topics to know about, and it's the suitable time now. It's suitable time now to understand and to grasp, to, to recognize, to distinguish this term, this audience, the following ideas. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead. Let's talk about components of strategic management and strategy statement. Let's talk about components of strategy. So again, when I say strategy, so it says that scope, direction of an organization over long term, which achieve advantage. Don't forget this, guys. Achieve advantage to your organization within a challenging environment to achieve market needs and stakeholder expectations. Stakeholder expectations. Please, again, with me in this module, don't forget the following issue at all. From now on, when I ask you what the meaning of strategy, you have to repeat this word, all these 2, 4, 6, 7 words. And then you will grasp, you will understand, you will capture what the meaning of strategy and strategic management. Right. So let's start with some dimension and the statement of strategic management and strategy. What the meaning of strategic intent? Think about it, guys. Okay, guys, for a few seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. Who listen to us now? Who listen to me now? Think what the meaning of strategic intent. From your experience, from your general life, from your background and measure and study, what comes to your mind when I say strategic intent of your company, of your organization? Right. It's written here. The purpose that it exists through the organization. It exists. The organization. The purpose that it exists. Why it's continue its future and to exist and achieving competitive advantage. Not only surviving, to be distinguished, to get merit, to have sustainable competitive advantage over its life, over its sustainable life. This intent, it can give picture, full picture of what you want to become in the future, to achieve the company's vision. This intent, just a word to achieve our vision, our company's vision. This is very important because this will motivate employee and staff and show us our vision of our life. Show us the roadmap. Show us the roadmap of this company's future. It emphasizes and concentrates on priorities. Your company, your organization might have 1, 2, 3, let's say 4 objectives, but actually you have a priority. We consider, let's say, number 2, we move then to number 3. If we can go on, we carry on to number 4. Still we have priority. We still have priority. Right? Right. What is vision? What is vision? So we talk about strategy intent, your stand, which is purpose for existence. Now we go ahead to know something about vision, your company vision. I will tell you something. In one word, it's a dream. It describes dreams of your organization and aspirations for future. This very suitable and appropriate word. Aspiration and dream of your future, of your company, where we want to become in the future. So you are here, for example, let's say you X, your organization is X, standing here, let's say in this year, let's say for example in 2020, for example 2021, and we think to be, let's say, here in 2021, sorry, not 20, in 2020, let's say 5, in 25, okay? So this is our vision, to be there, in 2025, to achieve our dream, aspiration, where we want to become. Okay, guys, it describes dreams and aspirations for future, where the organizations wants to or intend to be in the future. For example, Microsoft empower people through great software, anytime, any place, or any device. Huge and big vision and dream. Disneyland said to be the happiest place on earth. Imagine this, to be the happiest place on earth. Medtronic, which is a medical company, says restoring patients to full life. Restoring patients to full life. Right? Very nice. Very optimistic and great. Very optimistic and great vision and dream. Restoring, imagine this, restoring patients to full life. It gives nice and interesting picture and imagination, and support your brand name, corporate image at your market. Very nice dream and vision. of Disneyland and Metronic and Microsoft. I have chosen this for you, especially to show you to what extent it's very interesting and express this case very carefully and very nice, in very nice way. Right. So, but at the same time, you have to be careful. You have to be careful when choosing and let's say tailoring your vision. Don't be ambiguous, unambiguous, clear. Try to make it clear, easy one. Look at this very nice and easy sentences. To be the happiest place on earth. Very, very nice and easy one to understand and to have full meaning. Right. It must harmonize with organization culture and values. And by the way, we will have specific chapter, internal environment chapter. We're going to talk about company's culture and values. A very interesting and nice topic to talk about. So your vision should have synergy and harmony with this. The dreams and aspirations must be rational and realistic. To have meaningful and to be very and expressing your company's vision in appropriate way over long term, over strategic term. Right. Then we move, so we talk about intent and vision. We move now to mission. What is mission? What is your company mission? Mission more go closer to your customers. This as vision as philosophy, but mission go ahead in detail to be closer to your stakeholder. How to serve and achieve advantage to your stakeholders. It provides framework within which strategies are formulated. Right? What the organization does, that express your mission statement. What the organization does, present communities, who all it serves, stakeholders, what makes an organization unique, reason for existence. It's very nice and expressing the case of your company and your organization. Of course, when I say organization, it can be a company, non-NGOs. It can be talking about, let's say, it can talk about, let's say, ministry, government, small business, medium business, large business. So something at different stages. Right. So look at Microsoft mission and Walmart mission. Easy, simple, clear, unambiguous. One, to help people and businesses throughout the world to realize their full potential. Help people and businesses throughout the world to realize their full potential. Easy one. Very easy one. Walmart. You know Walmart is working in it's a retailer in Europe. Its mission to give ordinary folk the chance to buy the same thing as rich people. You got it? Try to make some justice worldwide, especially in Europe, and it's easy mission to all people to understand and to support and to become potential customers of this retailer, Walmart retailer. Right. Let's think about goals and objectives. What's the difference between goals? Said a goal is not measured. It's the final result which we want to achieve, but it's not measured only. A goal can be an ongoing motivation to inspire corporate planning. Listen, ongoing motivation, inspire corporate planning. This is goals. A final result which we want to achieve, but not measured, still general one. And we carry on to achieve. However, it's not measured. By contrast, on the other hand, objectives have a specific frame and date ending and launching, scheduling objectives and to measure progress progress. Its final result, but it is measured. It's measured, right? Right. Just here, time to time, I like to remind you what are the main strategy, the structure of this chapter. Again, we talk about introduction, definition, components of a strategy statement, which we talk about now. Time to time, it's nice to remind you the main part of this chapter and this two parts of this chapter. So again, we talk about goals and objectives and the difference between goals and objectives. So just to remind you that objectives are measured and we have to have smart objectives. We have to have a smart objective. Specific, measured, attainable, realistic, and time related. Don't forget this. To achieve a smart objective, you have to have the following 5 features or traits of your objective features or traits. Specific, measured, SM, specific measured, achievable or attainable, realistic or related, and time bounded, time related with time, or let's say measured with time. And the following slide shows some general objectives to be achieved, innovation or goals, profit, creation. This should be transformed into specific objectives. Specific objectives. Right. The following table shows strategic objectives, but this is financial and examples of non-financial objectives. Financial and non-financial objectives. Right? Right. Look at the following slide, at the following table. You will see some of them are measured with in financial terms. For example, and with a numerical issue, increase sales growth 6 to 8. This is measured. And increase from 13 to 15 per hour per share. Cut corporate overhead cost by 30 million. This is an objective, financial objective. However, we have non-financial. We want majority of our customers, one survey to say that consider Wells Fargo the best one to follow and to choose. We want to be ranked top supplier of our customer, PP, Procter & Gamble, Procter and British Petroleum, for example. So this is non-financial issue, and you have financial objective and non-financial objective. This for example. Okay, right. Hope everything is okay. So far, so good. Everything is okay. Hope everything will be okay with you, and we are very keen about your understanding and capturing and grasp all these ideas and concepts. All these ideas and concepts. We move to schools of strategy. We go ahead to schools of strategy, and we can differentiate and we can recognize, let's say, about 10 schools. Let's recall some of them. I will give outline, I will shed light on some of them. Design school, make and create fit. Look at this word, fit between internal strengths and weaknesses and external threats and opportunities. Do you remember we said that there are internal and external factors to be covered? Strengths, weaknesses, internal, opportunities, and the threats, external. Opportunities and threats, external. Right? Right. We try to make fit between internal and external factors. We try to make fit between internal and external factors. This is design school. This is design school. Purpose or concern. Planning school. Positioning school. Entrepreneur school. For example, I will choose one of them. Try to choose strategic position. After thoroughly analyzing the industry, effectively planners become analysts and try to choose strategic position for your organization. Strategic position of your organization. Let's have another one. Cognitive school, learning school, power school, cultural, environmental, and configuration school. So generally speaking, we have 10 schools of strategy. Actually, Mintzberg, who is the first one, maybe in 1987, I don't remember, 86 or 6 or 7, who recognized these schools. Right? Uh, just to, by the way, I mean, moving between these schools, they are approached. They are different views. So, what do you remember? Do you remember when I told you, or I asked you at the beginning of this lecture? I asked you about the meaning of strategy. Each one of you uh, uh, think. Each one of you thinks or have different thoughts and think in different ways. Each one of you got his major, his major, or let's say his vision and mission, etc. Right? So each one of you got his, let's say, mentality. And we have 10 schools of strategy who can tell and let's say have this different views of strategy. Different views of strategy. Right. Let's talk about this is a task or homework for you. Don't forget to make it at home by yourself. First, you have to choose. Listen to me, guys. Listen to me here, guys. You have to choose public company and private company. And I do prefer to be at the same size. I mean, don't choose this huge company and this is small company. No. To be similar to some extent. To be similar in different way. Right? Right. Then, using the internet or companies records, get back to their vision statement, mission statement, identify their stakeholders, and compare between them. Understood? You choose one public and another one private company, similar size, and try to compare between them in terms of vision, mission, stakeholder, and analyze with deep analysis why they are different. Each one concentrate and have specific vision, mission, and objective. And the public one have vision, mission, objective. And the strategic objectives and strategic objectives. Compare between them. Understood? Nice and easy one. This shows the difference between public and private company. We have, these are some reference for you. I do like some of you to, I would like that some of you get back to this reference and have a quick scan on some of them. They are very interesting and nice to have shed light on them. At the end of chapter number 1, you can see a case study number 1, which is talking about Sharq Bank, Bank Sharq, which is launched its banking activity in Syria, one in Damascus and one in Aleppo, and now have different branches in Latakia, Damascus, and in different branches as well in Tartus, in addition to Latakia, to Aleppo and Damascus. Different branches in Damascus, Latakia, Tartus, in addition, different branches in Damascus and in Aleppo. At the end of this, I gave you some information about Sharq at the end of chapter number 1, and its duty to make a specific search on the internet and some records and library resources, and identify this bank vision and mission statement, its strategic objectives, financial and non-financial one. I identify its stakeholders. This is your task. Please think about it, collect information, gather data as much as you can from different resources, about its vision, its mission, its strategic objectives, financial and non-financial objectives, and identify the company stakeholders. The bank here is the company, the bank stakeholders. And at the end of this chapter number 1, part number 2, at the end of this chapter, we hope that we introduce the meaning of strategic management concept. We talk about schools of strategy. We shed light on schools of strategy, importance of strategic management. We make comparison between public and private company from the same size in Syrian context, and we divide the case study 2, case study 1, sorry, not case study 2, as Sharq company. Okay, guys, we hope everything is okay, and this is the end of chapter number 1, part number 2. Hope everything is okay, and we move on, inshallah, to the chapter number 2, and we talk about strategic management process, and keep going with us, and keep listening carefully, and that's the end, and move with us to chapter number 2. Thank you very much.